אם תרשו לי רבותיי, אני רוצה לשיר משהו באנגלית, טוב? המילים הם שהקדוש ברוך הוא חוזר בקרוב לעיר ציון, עיר הקודש. אבל זה לא עניין חדש, הוא כבר היה שם, הוא רק בא לבנות מחדש מה שהיה מקודם.
My Lord has seen me cry, my Lord has heard me pray. My Lord, He knows my heart, He has my soul. Well, my Lord is coming back to the city of David. Oh, praise the Lord. Well, my Lord is coming back to the city of David. My Lord is coming back for His own. Coming back to the city of David.
Where are we right now?
Praise
See the Temple Mount? This is the Temple Mount. You see the golden, not the golden, the black. You see the black dome?
Yeah.
This is Al-Aqsa Mosque, the most important mosque in Israel. How many Muslims can pray in this mosque? 6,000 people in this mosque. This wall you see right here, this is the southern wall, one of the walls around the Temple Mount. Temple Mount, the southern wall, and you can see down below a valley. This is a valley named Kidron Valley. This is the most ancient, the oldest Jewish cemetery. Judas, correct me. We have a Jewish cemetery, small Jewish cemetery in Hebron, where the forefathers of the Jewish people are buried. But this is the oldest Jewish cemetery that still is active in Hebron. How did it look like 3,000 years ago? This is the Temple Mount, and this is the city.
Well, my Lord is coming back to the city of David. Oh, praise the Lord. Well, my Lord, it was today that I thought I'd better pray, 'cause my Lord is coming back for us all.
For many years, this place has been excavated since 1867, and the biggest dream of many archaeologists was to find the palace. Where is the palace of the king? If we are going to excavate, and this is the city, up here in the north, lower in the south, where should we dig in order to find the palace? What do you say? On the top, on the highest point, as it was found in many other ancient cities in the land of Israel. And so in 2005 there were excavations on the top, which is right here, and this is what was found. If you look here around, does it look like a palace? You can say no, it's okay. We find a building which has this design. Just for example, what is this design? This is the symbol of the Jewish state nowadays. If we find this design, it means we find a governmental building. We find a building which belongs to the Prime Minister, the President, to the Parliament, whatever. This is nowadays. 3,000 years ago, what was the symbol of the kingdom? This symbol. This symbol was found in many administration buildings in the land of Israel. If you take a coin, an Israeli coin of 5 shekels, you will see this design. Okay? 5 shekels. So it's a very, very common decoration, again, of administration buildings. The width of the wall, this wall is almost 6 meters. This is unusual wall. This is not the wall of a private house. The massive structure we found here indicates that here was and it is the new Persian building. According to the Bible, in the book of Jeremiah, the Babylonians destroyed the first temple. Before they destroyed the first temple, the Babylonians besieged Jerusalem. For how many years the siege continued? How many years did it last? 2 years. Pressure was found over there in 2005, and we can read the name in ancient Hebrew. Ancient Hebrew, Yehochal ben Shalmaya ben Shevi. Yehochal, the son of Shalmaya, the son of Shevi, 3 generations. In the Bible, we can read Yehochal, the son of Shalmaya. Now, there was another minister named Gedaliah ben Pashchu. He was the friend, he was a minister. And he, together with Yehochal, they threw Jeremiah into the pit. This is another seal impression which was found right here. And this seal impression bears the name Gedaliah ben Pashchu, the second minister. And those names are the names of the highest ranking officials in the kingdom of Jerusalem before the destruction of the first temple. These people were in Jerusalem 400 years after King David. So up to now, we don't have enough evidence, strong evidence, to say King David was here. But we have the Bible. And the Bible says that when King David conquered Jerusalem, he conquered the city from the Jebusites. And the Jebusites had a fortress. According to some archaeologists, what we see here is the fortress of the Jebusites. So where is the palace? The Bible says that King David conquered the fortress and built the palace. And then the Bible says that the Philistines in Gaza came to Jerusalem to kick out King David. What was the response of King David? The Bible says, Vayishma, he heard, King David heard, Vayered, he went down from the palace to the fortress. He was hiding in the fortress of the Jebusites. The Bible says, he went down from the palace to the fortress. If this is a fortress, where should we dig in order to find the palace? In much higher place, which means on top over here. So maybe if we dig inside on the top, maybe we would find the palace of King David. And there are some rooms, some structures. There is the tower over there. Does everyone see it?
Yes.
Good. Where do we see this structure? Over there. Okay. This wall is this wall. Yes, the steep wall. Where are the rooms? We don't see. It was unexcavated. This is 1910. 1967, this is what we found. Where are we right now? Do you want to show us? Where are we in the picture?
Top.
Where? Yes, this is where we are. Exactly. This is where we are. This wall is this wall, this tower and wall and the room. Okay?
So they found that.
Yes, exactly. We found here a neighborhood. This is a neighborhood, a Jewish neighborhood from the first temple period. And more than that, we found a furniture. You can see this piece of wood. This is part of an original furniture that was here under the rubble for 2,700 years. And in one of the rooms down below, we found 51 seal impressions. The seal impressions were concentrated in a specific place down below. What is the function of the seal impressions? To seal letters. If there were many seal impressions, it means there were many letters. And what the Bible says that in the time of Jeremiah told the people, stop killing each other. And after 23 years, the king of Jerusalem told Jeremiah, we fed up with listening to you. Get outside Jerusalem. And he was told, if you get outside your house, you will be executed. Don't get outside. But every day, every night, God comes to Jeremiah and tells Jeremiah about the future tragic fate of Jerusalem. And Jeremiah could not warn the people, could not tell the people about what was going to be. So how could he deliver the prophecy? Jeremiah called his friend named Baruch, and he told Baruch, take a scroll and please write on the scroll all the things I was told by God. And so the friend of Jeremiah took the scroll. He was writing all the things which he was told by Jeremiah. He came to Jerusalem, to the Temple Mount, and he began reciting the prophecy from the scroll. More specifically, the Bible says he was reading in the chamber of the scribe of the king. What was the name of the scribe of the king? Gemariyahu ben Shaphan. Gemariyahu, the son of Shaphan. This is one of the 51 sin impressions which were found right here. This is the scribe of the king. And if we find his own sin impression down below, it means maybe that might have been the archive of the kingdom 2,700 years ago.
Oh, praise the Lord. Well, my Lord, it was today.
Jerusalem nowadays, you can see the Temple Mount Babylon, you can see City of David. This is where we began. You can see the Ron Valley, Mount of Olives, Jewish Quarter. This is nowadays. Good. This is 3,000 years ago. What is this? Temple Mount. Yeah. This is the palace. And the spring is here. The spring is here, outside the city wall. You can look at the shaft where it came from, and please follow me. Okay. Now look at this drawing. You can see this is where we have just gone through this tunnel. We went down. The Canaanites went down, and when they came here, which means here, they dropped the bucket into this pool. Where is the pool? Here is the pool, right down below. They dropped the bucket, and this is how they could draw water 4,000 years ago. Now this is outside the city wall. So this is the water system 4,000 years ago. The Bible says that King David, when he came to conquer Jerusalem, so the king of Jerusalem told King David, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. Jerusalem is very, it's protected, it's very fortified city. So King David had to think how he's going to invade into the city. King David had an intelligence. And the intelligence told King David, there is a way by which you can enter the city. And what is the way? A pipe. Not many people can go through the pipe. Only the people who are courageous enough, brave enough, can go through the pipe. So King David gathered all the soldiers and he told the soldiers, the one who is brave enough and can go through the pipe and strike the Jebusites, he will be the chief of staff. Who was the one who succeeded to go through the pipe? Joab. According to some archaeologists, pipe in the Bible, in this context, means this tunnel where we have gone through, because this way connects outside and inside. So we can imagine Joab went through this tunnel inside the city at dawn, and when he came inside before the sunrise, what was the first thing he could do in order to bring the victory? He went to the gate of the city, he punched the security guards from the rear, and he opened the gates, and thousands of soldiers from the army of King David entered inside, and this is how Jerusalem was conquered. This is the romantic Jewish version of the conquest of Jerusalem. Hezekiah was the descendant of King David 300 years after King David, and he decided to revolt the greatest empire at that time. It was Assyria. And the Assyrian army, the Assyrian king, came to Jerusalem to put down the rebellion. He crashed, he destroyed 46 cities around Jerusalem. Then he came to Jerusalem, and when he came to Jerusalem, the king of Jerusalem panicked. And he said, Lama Yavo, it says in the Bible, Lama Yavo Malchei Ashur, why should the king of Assyria, why should he come? Why should he take over the water? He may poison the water. What should we do? We should bring the water inside the city. And so the Bible says, Vayiven et te'ala. He built a channel that brings the water inside the city. This is the channel which was built by Hezekiah in order to prevent having the water under the control of the Syrian army.
And I know you're coming back to
Carefully guys, carefully, please.
Kijk voor mij. Stand apart, stand apart.
Hasta que la ir con la raza de water from what is it?
Lazy Lana. Okay. It's dark.
And he played narrow.
Woo!
And they can do. Okay. It is a little dark.
There's a light.
Okay, that's part of the mission.
Yeah, man.
Okay, drop it, BTT. Okay, deep. That's well, my clear.
Wat was jullie?
In the water tunnel from all time.
The tunnels of Hezekiah.
And I'm wet.
Come, Morris.
I'm really. I wanna go back.
I'm ready.
Me too. I'm not used to the light.
Wow.
Turn the light off.
Wow, hè? Zo. Kom eens even. Wow. There's mommy.
Yes, you can see here. Okay, so this is where you have just gone. You went through this route from the spring to the pool. Where is the pool? So if you look, no, look. You see there is a rock and there are some steps. This rock is this rock. These steps are these steps. Where they are sitting over there. See where they are sitting?
Yeah.
No, you can see the steps leading to the pool. Today there is a silt and debris which has accumulated for 2,000 years. So there is no water, but there is a garden, there is a private area where you can see some trees. These are the trees which are located on the very same place of the pool. Okay? Now we can see the plaza. This is the plaza around the pool. We are this is where we are right now. And this plaza goes around. And there was a drainage system that took the water from the tunnel and supplied water to the pool. The drainage is right underneath us. You can see the grooves, the manhole. This is the manhole of the drainage system right underneath. Okay, so this is where you have just gone. You went through this route from the spring to the pool. Where is the pool? So if you look at this, 1 minute. If you look at the drawing, these steps are these steps. Where they are sitting over there. See where they are sitting?
Yeah.
No, you can see the steps leading to the pool. No. The people, no. The people are sitting on the steps, and the pool is under the trees on the right side. Today there is a silt and debris which has accumulated for 2,000 years. So there is no water, but there is a garden, there is a private area where you can see some trees. These are the trees which are located on the very same place of the pool. This is the pool again, and these are the steps leading up to the Temple Mount. After having poured in the pool, so we should find the steps leading up. Where are the steps? Please follow me. And please, you can go up.
Go.
These are original steps on which thousands of pilgrims were walking 2,000 years ago. You can ask me, this is the street in Jerusalem? This tiny street? The answer is no. The street is much wider, much bigger. Where is the rest of the street? This way inside. If we dig inside, we will see the continuation. So if this is the street, so on these steps, thousands of pilgrims were walking up and down from the mikveh. You know what is a mikveh? A Jewish ritual bath. They went down to the mikveh and went up and down, 2,000 years ago. And you can see very interesting thing. You can see that someone broke the paving stones, the stairs, in order to go down to the drainage. This is the drainage right underneath us. So it was broken here, it was broken here, on purpose. Who did it? After the destruction of the Second Temple, after the destruction of Jerusalem, Jews fled. They entered into the tunnels, where next to Shiloh Pool. And they were hiding till the Romans, they expected to hide till the Romans leave Jerusalem. But the Romans understood that they were riding underneath, and they just broke the paving stones in order to go into the tunnels, and the Romans killed the Jews. So inside we found some pots. The Jews took food. They expected it to be underneath 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and the Romans entered inside, slaughtered the Jews, and at a certain point, because of the smell of the bodies, they could no longer keep killing the Jews, murdering the Jews, so they went outside. Inside, we found a Roman sword inside the tunnel. So this is the restoration of the pool 2,000 years ago.
The pieces were like this that were laying here, like how did you put them there?
No, we found it here. They were found there. That's outside the one tunnel, you can see the original remnant of the church. You see the wall as well as the small pillars.
Why does it say that it's like the Muslim place?
Okay. In 1890, some archaeologists found the remains of the church, and it looked like this. Look. And Okay, this is where people coming outside
Right,
from
yeah.
the tunnel, and you see the pillars.
Yeah, right.
This pillar and this wall are original remains from the church, from the Byzantine period. Here in this pool, there was a miracle. Jesus sent a blind person to wash his face, mud, so he could be cured. So there was, according to the New Testament, there was a miracle here. And this is why the Christians built here a church in order to commemorate that event. Where we are right now, you can see the pillars. And this is the most common, the most important, the most valuable mikveh, Jewish ritual bath 2,000 years ago. So people used the water for purification. And the next station was the temple, on the Temple Mount. There was not the Golden Dome, there was a temple. And these are the streets, these are the stairs. Stairs, original stairs. Continuation where we've been before.
Well, my Lord is coming back to the city of David. My Lord is coming back for his own. Well, my Lord is coming back to the city of David. Oh, praise the Lord. And I know you're coming back to the city of David. I know you're coming back for us all. My Lord, my heart is broke. My Lord, I cannot wait. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh, praise the Lord.
Come try, sir. Don't try, it's for free. This one is my granola for yogurt, salads, milk in the morning. 5 kinds of almonds and nuts without sugar. It's roasted with date honey with sunflower seeds.
In fact, Israeli citizens are not allowed here. They're not allowed to come in here. And maybe just go along with it. Maybe there's something nice there, a nice souvenir of Bethlehem that you want to get this as a keepsake. And then everybody's happy.
This is the entrance. Exit from there. Okay. Yeah. This is the entrance. Excuse me. Wait. Because this is the entrance. Wait. Come.
Go.
Open the way. Open the way. We are very, very lucky. You know why? We are very lucky.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. You look, no line, no people. 1 hour before it was crowded. This time was full till the outside. People waiting 2-3 hours to visit the Grotta. It's empty. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Miracle.
Miracle for us.
This is the important point. We have to visit the Grotta because by visiting the Grotta, we complete 90% from our visit because that's exactly the place where Jesus was born. Please,
Yeah.
close. Okay, this is the cave. This is the place where Jesus was born. Okay? So when you go down, there are some stairs also. At right hand, you will find a spot which is the star of Bethlehem, which represents birthplace. So that spot, the star exactly where Jesus was born. Silver star, which hosted by Franciscan to indicate the birthplace for Bethlehem.
Is the star big?
Yeah. In front of the star, at left hand, there is the manger. It's where the original manger was actually. The manger, the place where Jesus was folded, where Jesus was kept later. Jesus was born, the star then kept in the manger. Today, the grotta is divided between Orthodox and Catholic. The Orthodox were the star, the Catholic were the manger. Okay? You can touch the star, you can take photo, you can do some blessing. Please.
Thing to go through because they were tourists.
This is the star, the birthplace.
Lad mig lige bare lige gentage kort af de møder, du har stadig glemt, for de 7-10. Catalyma, der er altså ikke plads til dem i herberget, men altså på den norske vil sige husrum, hvis jeg husker rigtigt, men altså på den norske vil sige husrum, hvis jeg husker rigtigt, ikke sandt? Det er fantastisk dejligt ord, der var ikke husrum for dem, det vil sige, der var ikke plads til dem i den øvre del, så det er bare dernede nede og besøg. Det betyder måske, hvis vi skal tage historien for folk, at de 3 vise mænd er kommet, og de har været måske kanskje 1,5 år, eller i hvert fald over 1 år, fordi Josef får umiddelbart efter den her hånd, ikke sandt? Jeg kan huske ikke præcis, hvordan det blev beskrevet, om der stod straks efter, eller lige efter, eller så fik det kan I selv slå op. Men ikke så lang tid efter i hvert fald, det er udtryk, man får. Så måske Jesus har været 1,5 år i Norden, med fars noget af stil, inden han har rejst ud. Så ganske stor, god noget vejen selv. Godt. I kan lige få mulighed for at røre med stjernen, hvis I tukker lidt til de andre, der er lige kommet, og så går vi lige om.
In the center, we have a very important thing, which is the statue of Saint Jerome. Who is Saint Jerome? Saint Jerome he has been here in the 4th century. He translated the original Bible from Aramaic to Latin language. As you know, Jesus spoke Aramaic, spoke many languages. He did it into Latin language because the 4th century, no more people understand, read and write in Aramaic. The Latin was the public. So Constantine wanted a copy for the public. For that he sent Saint Jerome from Croatia to the Holy Land to have a copy for the public. That copy was called La Vulgate or La Vulgata. Something very important even taking place year 82. It's very new. When you get it in 2009, you get shares with this gift. It's very important. It represents what? Representing generation, bringing the origin of Jesus. It's a tree. Who is this? Abraham. Sons of Abraham, Jacob, Isaac. Okay. Roman Catholic Church, fantastic, as you see. But we will go down, always down, store. All the babies who were killed by King Herod, they were buried here. Those are tombs, especially there, tombs where the babies buried. To move your emotions inside you, not to let the people know what you feel. That's good. Good. No. This part is a part from Saint Jerome here. Lately, it became shadow of Saint Jerome. It's known by Jerusalem Cross. It's very important. As a Christian Protestant, Catholic, or Armenian, what's it? You have to have it. It's the symbol of the Holy Land, symbol of Christianity, despite what you are. Jerusalem in the heart of world. Really, geographically, Jerusalem in the heart of world. Jerusalem in the Holy Land. Four direction of this word. Another meaning, 4 plus 1, 5. Would put Jesus on the cross. 2 feet, 2 hands, 1. Also,
Okay, yeah, I'll just go through.
four,
Carry on.
yeah, also the 4 smallest, 4 Bible, Matthew, Luca, John. Yeah. On the way, please. This square from the entrance of the mosque till the entrance of the church. This square is known by Manger Square. All the activities, all the holy celebrations.
Oh, sing a song of Bethlehem, of shepherds watching there, and of the news that came to them from angels in the air. The light that shone on Bethlehem fills all the world today, of Jesus' birth and peace on earth, the angels sing away.
For us, maybe Sean's got his Bible again. We're going to have to read Luke chapter 1 and 2. And it tells us a beautiful story about what happened here. A town in the hill country of Judea. And then in the end of history it was pointed out that this is where John the Baptist was born. Later on became a little Arab village.
Fear not, Zacharias. I am Gabriel. The Lord has answered thy prayer.
He has? Oh, which one?
Thy wife Elizabeth shall bear a son, and thou shalt call him John.
My wife? A son? That's impossible.
All things are possible with the Lord, Zacharias. Thy son shall be great in the sight of God, for he shall prepare the world for the coming of the Messiah.
Prepare